this came back probably around 9 or 10 years after my injury. I was asked to speak at a conference at Queen's University, and it was on internet. It was on rehabilitation, community-based rehabilitation, it's called. And there were a lot of people from India, where that's what they mostly have to do. They don't have the luxury of hospital, like we do, so they have to develop programs in the community for rehabilitation. And Canada, we are doing that here, but it's 20 years ago. It was really just beginning. So I was asked to speak at the conference on the economics of disability. Well, I wasn't interested in the going to the dollars and pennies aspect of it, and seeing how much it costs for someone to live in the community, blah blah blah, and justify my existence that way. So I didn't do that. In fact, someone else did. So what I did is and I often do this, I looked in the dictionary at the word economy to see what the roots were. And it comes from two Greek words, eco, which means house, and nomere, the verb, which means to manage. So economy really means to manage one's house. So I got thinking, well, you can define that as, say, me living in this apartment as a single person, or it could be a couple, it could be a family, or it could be a community. So if you take, say, the economy of Kingston, and how does Kingston manage its community, and how does disability fit into that community of Kingston? So I started kicking around some ideas there, and I realized, well, one of the biggest killers in our society is heart disease. It's that and cancer, I think, are the two things that do most of us in. One major component of heart disease is a heart attack. Heart attacks are one of the major causes of heart attacks are stress. So if a person could reduce their stress level, they could reduce their chances of getting heart attacks and reduce the overall incidence of heart disease. Well, one of the best ways of reducing stress is helping other people, doing things for other people. Most of us feel good if we can help someone out. Well, I am I'm a rolling opportunity for people to help me out. Just to get up and function, to get around in my day and do things, to be any Wayne Westfall in the community, never mind having a job, but just getting up and claiming my place in the community, that requires tons of help. I can't get out of bed without a lot of help. So I have paid helpers come to do the basics for me. But anything else, I need help, whether it's friends or neighbors, or I go out. When I go downtown, I need help with dozens of things, from opening doors to getting stuff off a shelf to buying something, to getting the money out of my wallet, to putting stuff in my bags, to going to a restaurant, ordering it, to having them cut the fruit up and put honey in my tea and bringing straws. I need help for all of this stuff. So if I go just about the business of being Wayne Westfall, I need all kinds of help. If I ask people for that kind of help in a polite, respectful way, most people want to give it. So every day that I'm in a community, I'm giving people 100, 200 opportunities to help me to feel good about themselves. So every day I am reducing somebody's stress level just a little bit, but I'm doing that 100, 200, maybe more times a day. So you add that up over the course of a year, I'm reducing stress levels in the thousands of times over the course of a year. Somebody has the opportunity to help me out, and I have the opportunity to be helped. And if that's done in a respectful way, we all feel better about it. We all reduce our stress levels. We all reduce the incidence, possibility of a heart attack. So over the course of a year, I probably reduced the incidence of 6 heart attacks a year in Kingston. How much does that cost? Well, at a minimum, a heart attack, ambulance, a week in the hospital, rehab when you get out, that's probably $50,000. So in the course of a year, I am contributing at least $300,000, saving the community $300,000. That's a lot of money. So just Wayne Westfall being who he is in the community contributes to the economy of Kingston.
Thanks.
In ways that you can maybe you can measure them now, but they're important, and that's what other disabled people do in the community. So it's a way of looking at disability contributing to the economy of the community rather than extracting, which is so easy to say. And in fact, sometimes I don't get it from people verbally, but I get the attitude that I should be happy for what I've got. Then just shut up and don't demand any more doors being opened or any more ramps being built, because I should just be happy with what I've got. Well, by and large I am, but there are places where I still want doors opened and ramps built to make it more accessible for me and other people. Anyhow, when I gave that view of disability, the economics of disability in the community, they loved it. People stood up and clapped, partly because it was the last speech of the day and we could all get out of there, but also I think because it gave all of us a different way of looking at disability, economics, and the community.
You want a bag? Want a bag?
No, it's okay, man.
Hi, Wayne. How are you?
Put your heart in every day. Well, they say you learn a lesson every day.